Let's go over some back testing today. It's February, March the 3rd, 2026, and we're going to talk about back testing some trades that we did, right? So we started today. We did a few days, like maybe 5 days, trying to get it in. So here it is. Today's Monday. And I want to say something straight up like back testing is important. And I know that it's important for my journey, no matter how skilled you are, unless you got like, I'd say months or probably like 2 months straight of you trading every single day. Um, don't ever get too cocky or too much to back test to freshen up on your skills because like these little things right here, it's annoying, right? Like it's annoying. I don't want to do this. I'm tired. Um, I don't like it. Let me just say this. Like, all right, so Mike Tyson, the boxer, said this, and a lot of people know this, but he was like, discipline is about doing the things you don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? And this is one of the things, like, being disciplined in this could take you a long way. And that's what I'm focusing on, trying to do whatever I can to get ahead, right? So even back testing. So I back tested today and I realized there's a few flaws in my trading, right? And I learned some lessons and I'm gonna go over it with you. And I wouldn't have learned that unless I back tested. Now me, I want to go into the live markets with the live account ready to go, but I just will not do it. I'm not gonna go in unless I'm prepared because this is it's too much of importance to me and it should be to you to just go in and waste your money. You want to make sure you're on point. I want to make sure that I'm on point because I got a lot of things that mean a lot to me. I got a big reason why I'm doing this, right? And that's really mainly what it is. So I just wanted to say that, like, I'm back testing. Gonna go over my back test trades I just took, and it's for a reason, right? You do the things you don't want to do. Of course, anybody would just want to say, "Hey, I got $600. I got $1,200. I want to go into the market and let's just go and trade." But are you prepared? Are you acting like a business? Are you acting like a business owner? Are you acting like somebody who's doing this as a skill instead of gambling and a hobby? This has to be something that you take serious. So when a company that take it serious about their company, they go in and they analyze the financials, they analyze all the data, they analyze things so that and they don't want to, but they have to so that they can improve and grow and be profitable. So all right, so we started on Monday, uh, the second, and we got no trades. Tuesday, I didn't find any trades. Wednesday, I came into the market, so let's just go ahead and go over things, right? So this is GJ. We have consolidation. So price broke out of consolidation, right? And we saw a pattern. We saw a double top pattern, right? Here's the first tap. Here's the second tap. Price broke. So it allowed us to make a third tap. Actually, I don't like when I see a breakout break back in, but this is a third tap that was under, right? Okay, let me explain that real quick. So here's the first tap. Here's the first double top, right? And I don't like to call this breakout, break back a move. I just say that this is the move. So it would have looked ranging to me if I would have took this trade. But anyway, that's really, 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 really deep, right? It would have looked like because I don't consider this kind of move right here an actual break. I consider it like this. This is let me explain it. I consider it this instead of it being like this because I don't count that breakout, break back in. I never count those. Those are wicks to me. So if I was to take this trade right here, it would be looking to me as if it was a ranging trade. It was gonna go like this. All right, I need my trades to be specific, and that's why I'm backtesting because I know my strategy is a little different. It's really specific, right? And I'm on the 1 minute chart, so everything has to make sense. So this would be considered a third tap since we got this, and look, it didn't come down here. So it didn't react. So it kind of failed to react. So this is a perfect triple, a perfect double top, triple top. So we got one tap, two tap, three tap. I will not take a fourth tap. That's too many taps. So we got a three tap, so a triple top. sell, right? And we covered our close key level. Break even is good. Evidence gives us a stop. One candle. We're close to break even. More, you know what I'm saying? And this is a good trade. However, I was concerned about this. I was like, I don't really. It's been a while since I traded. It's been a while, so I don't know what my criteria is anymore when it comes to this close key level. But off the rip, I've been like not taking trades if I got a close key level that's close because this is what happened when you take this trade. We're searching this level here. I'm trying to get down here to get a 2-to-1, and actually on this trade, I was gonna get a 2-to-1 because I can get a 2-to-1, right? So that's all I can get. The range allows me to come here safely without, gambling. I'm not gambling, right? So I can get here and I can get a 2-to-1. So our range was decent too. It's not perfect, but it's decent. We're running into static, but it's decent, right? But however, this key level, I don't like I said, I don't remember. Oh, and also the hour, we're bearish, right? We started here and we're all the way down here. So we're bearish. So we're bearish pattern with a bearish point of bearish time. We have a bearish pattern, plus we're in a bearish trend. So it's all good according to the high time frame. So but I was concerned about this level right here. So I didn't know whether to um take the trade or not. But let's go to the next slide real quick, the next page, the next one. Well, right, so here we go. This ended up being a loss, right? And it was seeking this level here. That's why, like, I was concerned about. I was like, all right, the trade looks good, but I didn't know, about this level, right? And the more I see stuff like this, the more I just don't take it. I don't care. I need to take the best trades. So, um, let's look at what happened. So now I have a note that says, "What have I learned?" Right. So once again, this is the reason why I'm trading because look, have I not learned anything from this lesson that I'm doing today? Even if I only spent, you know, an hour on the charts just practicing, right? I wouldn't have known this lesson. Now, I would have lost this trade and I need every win possible on my account. Like I don't have no time for error. I need to take the best trade. So if I want to be the best and take the best trades, what do you think that is required for me to do is to practice. And this is a form of practicing, just like anybody who's in the professional sports or anybody who's in the hospital and doing surgeries, they have to practice. Practice makes perfect, right? So what have I learned from this loss, right? And I remember I said I was considering, now this is in my mental. And when I see something with a level so close, I don't want to take it. So I measured it right here. I measured it and I would rather have this covered. I would rather have this covered safely, and I don't have it covered. It was outside my box. I'd rather have it covered, or I'd rather have it really far away. I don't have to worry about it. Right? I don't like it being this close. So if my close key level was here, I would have took the trade and said, "Man, it's so far away. There's no. It's more likely to want to come down here than to come up here." But look, there's a lot of power here, so it wants to, you know, I guess get that energy from over there, whatever the case may be. But let's read the notes. It says, "What have I learned? I would like to have my close key level covered." Okay, let's read it again. I would like to have my close key level covered on this trade. I tried to see what would happen, but I was a little bit sus about it. Like I was sus. I want my key level to be covered or far away. So that's something that I'm working on. So that was a loss, right? So here's a mistrade. Trade. Let's take a look at it. So we have consolidation. And where was the trade that we just took? I think we just took this one. We took this sell. So price ended up coming back into the consolidation. So now we're into a consolidating market that's just up. The hour started a new hour here. So now we're moving and we're not really going anywhere, but we're working in this field, right? So I didn't notice this. I don't know if I like taking these trades or what, but I really like taking inside consolidation trades, right? That's a no. But we can consider this since we're here. This is the bottom of the consolidation, not in the middle. Never take trades in the middle of a consolidation because they do whatever they want. right? Really, we should only take breakouts. That's the best thing to do. We could also take inside up or down. You know what I'm saying? We can take it to the downside or take it to the upside in a consolidation, but never in the middle. So this trade was not in the middle. So let's do the pattern. So price came here. It started to form a structure, right? So it did a double bottom and then it pushed up and then it retest, right? Here's a stop candle evidence one, stop one, two, three, three candles, right? Perfect. So what I call this trade, this is called double bottom retest trade, right? Um, One thing I didn't like is that it kind of reacted to the top of this. But if we really look, the key levels here, so it really missed it. Like I'm really particular with this stuff. It really didn't react because the reaction levels here. Just that little bit of detail means a lot. Like on the 1 minute chart. Like if you're a 1 minute chart king or queen, like I am, and you are in tune to every little line, every detail, right? And just because it here's the real close key level, I was able to take this trade. But if it really like got up in here and tapped it, I wouldn't have been able to take that trade. So it's really, really detailed. But I was a little skeptical about this. Normally I wouldn't take it if, all right, so this is a consolidation, right? And only way, like in the natural scheme of things, I'm only able to go this far. Like I gotta wait for a break. So I'm not supposed to take this trade unless like it's a bottom up, like it started here and it's coming up to this top of the consolidation. So it's really detailed, but I looked at this trade. It's a mistrade because by the time I took this trade, it was already like this. Like I seen it late, so I backed the timing up so I can see. So the close key level is way down here, so that's good. It's far away, right? Or it's covered. I think it's covered at the same time. I don't know, but it's kind of far because I think it stops here. And if I double up and measure it, it stops here. So it's decent, but it's not perfect. This is not a A1 mastery trade, right? This is like I'd say I'd say that this is a C trade, right? This is a C trade. And I just noticed right here that this is low key power. See, it came down with low key power, or it could be seen as a double bottom right here. And this is the evidence. So detailed. There's so many ways that we can see it, but for the most part, it looks like a buy, a decent buy, right? So, um, we got the double bottom, we got the push up, we got the retest right here. Here's the evidence, and I took the trade, right? And let's see what happens. We'll talk about it. All right, and this trade would have won, right? Let's take a look. All right, so this trade would have won had I not taken it, right? We took it here, we got activated, stop candle, one, two, three. We got activated bullish. Price came. It didn't break even. Break even's here, so we made it. It didn't break. It didn't take us out, and then it shot to the upside, 2-1. All I wanted to do on this trade was take a 2-1. Right? I don't know where the range is. I don't know where it's going. So all I wanted to do was take a 2-1. That's it on this trade, and that's what I did. Right? So I don't know where this trade is going, but I know that a 1-1 was decent. Right? So I just said, let me go a 2-1. That's it. Let's not be greedy. All right, so here we go. So that was one trade that we missed, right? And we have to remember, we got to take in all the details, right? And I'm considering like really locking in on two pairs because if I want to spend all this time on detail, I really we can make big profits if we just focus. Like if we got too much stuff going on, three charts going on, unless we, get back into mastery mode where we put in like 2 months in the game every day, then we can like kind of have four different charts on the screen, right? And then get it popping with those four pairs. But not saying that I can't do it, but I just have to be more in tune to what I'm not taking. It's not about what I'm taking, right? It's not about the trades that I'm taking. It's about what I'm not taking. All right. Because then the more trades that you pass on, more trades that are gonna make you money. Like you have to be a master at passing on trades. Like it's hard. That's one of the one things that's hard about being a trader. Like it's passing up when money is on the line. Money is emotional. Money is is something that we think about, we need, right? But it ain't everything. So you have to remember that you have to pass on stuff, right? Certain people pass on business opportunities, even if it had a lot of money, because it didn't make sense. So in this situation, like I get blocked sometimes, fine blocked. But I'm looking to pass trades. I want to pass more trades than I take trades. Like so, if I can pass on 50 trades and I took 5 to 10 trades, and 5 of those trades win, 5 out of 10 of those trades win. I'm up. I'm up. That's nothing you can say about it. I'm up. 2 to 1s, 3 to 1s, 4 to 1s are in that mix. I'm definitely up, and I mean, so I'd rather do it that way. So I'd rather miss on trades than take trades. So this was a good one. Like I said, I was a little concerned that, all right, so I was concerned that it kind of reacted off this high time frame. But since I know that this is a breakout, break back in, to me, it really looks like this. It really looks like a triple bottom, right? Because I never count this breakout, break back in doesn't mean anything to me. It really means that price did this. So it's really a double bottom. Uh, really a double bottom. So that makes all the sense to me, right? Every little detail makes sense. So this to me didn't count. And Price really just did this to me. Um, and then we took it from the bottom up went, right? But I don't know about this close key level. I must have measured it and was straight and maybe it covered it. But whatever the case is, like that was a good trade. But we missed it. So let's go to this last trade and I'm gonna call it a wrap. Go to bed, right? So this to me was the best trade. It was a perfect, beautiful trade. Like, all right. But there's some things that are messed up, right? Now I'm gonna take a pause and just let you look at it and just take a look at it and see if you see anything that's wrong with this trade. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna just talk about what's wrong with this trade. It's extended. Look at this big move, right? We need to copy that move to go here. That's why I drew this line. And I don't have a lot of range. I'm asking the trade to do too much, right? So something that I learned in trading, right? You want to get in at the beginning or in the middle, right? So if price came here and it reacted, we know that it still got time to go down and to make us some profits. But and definitely if we got in here, we got in at the beginning. So we want to get in the beginning of a trade or the middle of a trade, but never at the end of a trade. Like what how much more smoke is this gonna go? We're pushing it. And there might be resistance here that it doesn't want to go. Somewhere down on the left side. Some you know what I'm saying? So it's really that serious. So that was the issue that I seen, but the trade was beautiful. Let's look at it. We got this is how I seen it. I seen this as bearish move, stop, double top, right? One candle evidence. No close key level whatsoever, right? Beautiful trade. And I took it. Everything lined up, so I took it. So let's see. All right, so this was a loss, right? So let's read it. It says, the problem to me was that this trade was extended and the range was under 2R. Only problem we need to get is the beginning to the middle, not the end. That's a little my friend. So there we go. That's pretty much our trading league. What I learned from this lesson right here is sorry, I got time. I got quiet. Just like it says in the notes, right? The range. I didn't like the range, right? I didn't like the range, and that was a problem. And it already, and if we look already, this trade is already bearish, but that doesn't mean that we couldn't take it. You know what I'm saying? It's just to me, it just looked extended. We got in at a not good range. Another thing was I was looking for a 2R. That wasn't the point. The point was just the range. It was just too late, and I don't know where the range was going. Let me see. We got nothing calling this trade, so it was a bad one. That's it. I'm gonna call it a wrap for today. One.